So, hello class, my name is Jack Langdon, and today I'll be teaching you how to make a beat using the software Logic Pro X. And basically, this is a software only intended for MacBooks and other Apple computers, but you can also do this with another software called FL Studio, which is a little more complicated in my opinion, but I basically use Logic because I have a MacBook and it's more convenient for me. So the materials you're going to need to make a beat, and you can share this beat with anyone, any family, friends, anyone you want. So the materials you're going to need are an Akai MPK Mini keyboard, which is around $100, give or take. And you can get this at pretty much any music store, anywhere. I got mine at the Guitar Center in Natick, which is really convenient because I can just drive up and get it, and I can get anything I need for it additionally. And also, of course, you're going to need a laptop, which in my case I have the MacBook Pro. This is 2013, but any different year doesn't matter, but let's just get started. So when you're on Logic Pro X, the software that you're gonna need to make the beat, you're gonna see the instrument right here, and you can see all the different options you could pick, which ties into the creative part. But for me, in the beat that we're gonna be making, I'm gonna be using a sampler, which is named EXS24. So basically, all the sounds that I want to make a creative beat, I've downloaded into the computer and put into the sampler so I can play them on my keyboard right here with any notes, keys, pitch, anything. That's where the creative part comes in. So to get started for the sampler, I have it selected, so I'm gonna press create. And then when you get in here, it looks very, very complicated at first, but it really is not when you look at it. All the instruments that I've sampled are all right here when I scroll, and that's everything that I've sampled. And the tempo I can change up here with the blue bar. So the tempo is how fast or slow a song is. So for example, this is 120 beats per minute. That's how fast or slow a song is. So most basic songs are at 130 in my opinion, because those are the most basic songs that you see pretty much everywhere on YouTube, and people share their beats and like with friends and family and collaborate and stuff and make music together. So all the instruments I have right here that I've sampled in, I can play off my keyboard. So for example, if we take a clap that I've sampled, I can play that any pitch I want, and I can change the octaves, which won't work for a clap, but I can show you how to do that later. So basically, to get started with a beat, I'm going to be making a basic beat today, so I'm just going to be taking a hi-hat, which sounds like this. It's kind of a choppy drum, if you could say. So I take the hi-hat and I press P, which does piano roll, which is basically where it shows all the it shows a giant keyboard, and I can basically take this and I can draw the notes pretty much. I can pretty much select the notes right here, and it'll play the notes. So if I were to select and draw all across the platform, it would play the notes for me. So basically, we're not going to be complicated. We're just going to make a normal, slow, groovy beat. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to take a 1/8 note and we're going to scatter it all across and put it for the continuous loop on the whole song. So a lot of the stuff I do is I scatter this, and I basically will take it, make sure that all the notes are even, and I'll make sure that everything is squared away so I can make sure that nothing's out of pitch or out of context, if you know what I mean. So when I take that, we basically have a continuous loop of the same note. And it seems annoying at first, like there's no context to it, but that's when you can add more and more instruments. So we're going to use the sampler like I listed before too, and I'm going to change the instrument for my second instrument so it can become a beat. So if I press record, this is a clap. Oh, well, I sampled that wrong. So if I press record, it'll give me a count off, and I can press clap. And then that will go on a continuous loop as well. And usually I'll go through this and make sure that there's no notes that are a little too early or a little too late and anything like that. So basically, we have a good groovy beat going pretty much. And you can add many different things to just this. This is considered a beat, but pretty much you could do anything you want in a beat that makes it creative. So pretty much, for example, if I wanted to add a kick, as a kick you can faintly hear, but it's like pretty much the kick of a bass drum or something. So if I were to add a kick, and then you have a continuous loop of a kick. So you could do anything you want in the beat. You can add any instruments that you want. You can do anything like that. But when you have this basic beat, what you do is when you're finished, say I'm finished, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna go to File, I'm gonna go to Bounce, and I'm gonna bounce the project or section. And that basically means, if you see right there, that yellow line, that's everything that I've made is in that yellow line. The kick, the clap, and the hi-hat. So pretty much everything that I have made in that line is below the yellow. So when I go to this, it's gonna say, you're just gonna press OK, because that means it's confirming that you wanna do this. So what it's gonna do pretty much is, I can name this whatever I want. So I'm just gonna name this music for now. And what you're gonna do, excuse me, is you're gonna press bounce, and it's gonna take that beat, and then we can minimize this software, and then it will come right here onto music, as you can see right there in an MP3 file. So now you know how to make a beat and how to share it with others and download it to your computer, and that is pretty much it. Thank you.